Welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got an unboxing, and this is for the Retro Pop Box. For those who might remember, we opened up kind of like a example of the Retro Pop Box like a month ago or so. We've got our first box. For those who don't know what these type of things are, there's tons of these services out there that send all kinds of like geeky goods to your doorstep. They usually have some themes. And you don't necessarily know what you're going to get. Well, Retro Pop Box is one of the new ones. So straight up front, I'm going to say that they sent us this for free. We're going to get 3 more boxes, or 2 more boxes total, one from the 60s, 70s, 80s. What Retro Pop Box does is it does a service where it's kind of hand-curated items from different decades. So they've got 60s, 70s, and 80s. I asked for one of each to kind of get an idea. I didn't grow up in the 60s, so this is going to be one that I'm going to kind of maybe not get, but I felt it was good to get the best idea as to what they're offering by getting one of each. So we're going to open this up and show it off. And it plays off a lot of nostalgia for this. I loved the first box, the kind of the sampling they gave. They had a little bit of everything. I thought it was really, really cool. The box is solid as far as put together. Already, you know, you kind of got to give them some credit. They've got a sticker on this that says "Far Out." You know, it's a small little item. I appreciate stuff like that. And we've got a T-shirt in there. So let's see what we got T-shirt wise. I always love T-shirts. They kind of tend to be hit and miss. We've got this like retro shirt, swinging hits for today's young adults. WR&R. Now, something that not necessarily triggers my nostalgia, because, you know, I was born in the 70s, so I totally missed the 60s, but it's actually a pretty cool T-shirt, nice design. The other thing I'll say, feels really nice. I talk about the material on T-shirts a lot. People might think I'm a little weird because of that. I dig it. I really, you know, it's something that's important. It helps decide whether or not it's going to be a T-shirt that I want to wear, and feeling this one, this is going to be a T-shirt I would actually wear. So, have a nice day. Yep, this was a big thing in the 60s. Kind of took off then. So, neat to see. But you don't have to actually be in the 60s to appreciate, you know, having lived in the 60s to appreciate everything that's in there. They have something for Star Trek fans. So, it looks like a luggage tag for with like Star Trek on it. And what's neat is they often give stuff like this or little facts that are in the items. So this is the item, and on the front or on the description it says Retro Pop Box Fun Fact Star Trek Science Fiction to Science Fact. The original series ran only 3 seasons, 80 episodes, and leveraged everyone's captivation with the space race and the future out there. It, however, was very successful and ahead of its time in addressing social and technology changes of the late 60s. It addressed racism, sexism, and war at the height of their occurrences when many other outlets avoided such hot-button discussions and put them in the context of plots that many could follow and engage. Some of the technologies found on the series also served as inspiration for several technologies and items we use today, such as Bluetooth, communicator, ultrasound with the tricorder, and teleconferencing. Now, if we can only get the transporter in development queue, and there is transporters. They do exist. It's just they can't actually move people, but they can move other things. Let's show off some of the others that we get. We have Batman Bendable. So this is a classic Batman, which was from the 60s. And then we get Mr. Sketch scented markers, something that you don't really find anymore. I remember getting smelly markers, and you'd whiff them in school. So that kind of is definitely something that even went into the 80s. And then we've got some classic buttons, a set of 2. We've got a record before CDs, before tapes. There was these things called records, and a Retro Pop Box. So, going through everything, we've got the classic 2 buttons. Celebrate the real way to listen to the music with turntable pin. While you're at it, celebrate your Retro Pop Box groove with this custom RPB pin. Next, we have a Nice Day iron-on patch. Put your inner hippie on display with this replica patch of one of the most popular phrases and icons of the late 60s. Mr. Sketch scented markers, a set of 2. delivering to the page what Smell-O-Vision was supposed to deliver to the movies. As hard as it may be to do so, we advise against sticking the marker directly up your nose. It's a marker after all. But they smell so good. Next, we've got a Star Trek Original Series luggage tag. When you beam down to your next vacation, make sure you grab the right bag with this Captain Kirk luggage tag with clear ID window. You may, however, want to rethink your choice of that red shirt. Let's actually open it up and we can show off the tag. So it's got Captain Kirk in there, and it says, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations. So there's that. Next we've got the Bendy Batman action figure. You may get weird looks as well. Pow, zoink, splat, or zock while you mimic punches and kicks with this classic Batman figure. Wholly decreased productivity Batman. And then finally, an exclusive t-shirt, which is this. Pay homage to the times you were glued to the radio waiting for your favorite DJ to play the newest Beatles, Motown, or Elvis song. Overall, like, this is cool. Like, I was not born in the 60s. I'm digging this box. I think it's really, really neat. You know, actually makes me really excited for the 70s and 80s, which will have items that I'm way more familiar with. But overall, this is not bad. I really appreciate the folks at Retro Pop Box sending me this to check out. We've got 2 more coming. We've got one from the 70s, one for the 80s. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's one of those boxes, instead of just putting a whole bunch of junk in a box, you can tell they really have thought things out and want to get that nostalgic thoughts going, flowing, and get discussion for the items in there. So it plays a lot off of nostalgia, which is great, which is cool. I dig it. This is one of those boxes that I think it's a great idea. So it's Retro Pop Box. You can get it now. It's simply at retropopbox.com. I recommend it. I think it's a cool box. It's a great idea. And the fact that you get to pick the decades that you'd like are even better, so you don't have to get the 60s. You can get 70s or 80s. So, again, really, really cool idea. I like it a lot. So, this Retro Pop Box unboxing. Thanks for watching. This is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep it geeky.